The psychology of why people do not respect you. A calm explanation of perception power and self-command. Introduction. Many people believe respect is something you demand or something others decide to give. In reality, respect is psychological. It is not requested. It is not announced. It is inferred. People decide how to treat you based on what your behavior silently communicates over time. Most disrespect is not personal. It is perceptual. When people do not respect you, it is rarely because you are weak or inferior. It is because certain signals are being sent without awareness. Today we will explore those signals calmly and honestly. Not to shame. Not to attack. But to understand. Stoicism teaches that clarity gives power. Psychology teaches that perception shapes outcomes. When you understand both, you stop chasing respect and begin embodying it. Part 1. What respect actually is. Respect is not liking you. Respect is not agreement. Respect is not fear. Psychologically, respect is the belief that your boundaries are real, that your time matters, that your words carry weight, that your presence has consequence. People respect those who appear self-governed, those who act with consistency, those who do not over-explain themselves, those who do not seek approval. Stoicism aligns perfectly with this. The Stoic does not beg to be valued. They live in alignment with their principles and let perception follow. When respect is missing, the issue is not worth. The issue is signals. Part 2. Why people test you. People test boundaries unconsciously. This is human behavior. They interrupt you. They joke at your expense. They ignore your limits. They make small requests that push your comfort. They are not always malicious. They are curious. The mind is asking one question. How much does this person tolerate? If you tolerate everything, people learn something quickly. They learn they can take space without consequence. Stoicism teaches that tolerance without self-respect is not virtue. It is surrender. Psychology shows that boundaries create value. What has limits is respected. What has none is consumed. Part 3. Over-explaining and the loss of authority. One of the fastest ways to lose respect is over-explaining. When you justify every decision, you send a signal. I am unsure. I need permission. I fear disapproval. People may not say it, but they feel it. A calm no requires no defense. A grounded decision needs no essay. Stoics practiced brevity not because they lacked empathy, but because they trusted themselves. Respect grows when your words are measured. Not rushed. Not defensive. Silence often communicates more confidence than explanation. Part 4. People-pleasing and invisible self-betrayal. People-pleasing feels kind. But psychologically it creates imbalance. When you always accommodate others, you teach them something. Your needs come last. Over time this erodes respect because respect requires equality, not sacrifice. Stoicism does not reject kindness. It rejects self-abandonment. True respect comes when kindness is paired with firmness, warmth with limits, availability with self-direction. When you never say no, people stop asking politely. Part 5. Inconsistency and mixed signals. People trust patterns, not promises. When your behavior changes depending on who is watching, people become uncertain. Uncertainty reduces respect. Psychologically, inconsistency signals insecurity. It suggests you are guided by approval rather than values. Stoicism emphasizes internal consistency. The same self in private and public. The same tone in comfort and conflict. People respect those they can predict. Not because they are boring, but because they are stable. Part 6. Emotional reactivity and loss of control. Nothing dissolves respect faster than emotional volatility. Anger explosions. Defensive tone. Emotional overreactions. Psychology shows that people associate emotional control with competence, and emotional chaos with weakness. Stoicism teaches mastery of response. not suppression, not coldness, but choice. When people see you pause instead of react, something shifts. You become solid, unmovable. Respect grows in that pause. Part 7. Self-disrespect teaches others how to treat you. How you speak to yourself matters. When you insult yourself publicly, downplay your achievements, tolerate jokes that diminish you, people learn quickly. They do not create disrespect. They mirror it. Stoics believe dignity begins internally, not with pride, with self-regard. When you treat yourself as disposable, others follow the script. Part 8. Lack of boundaries around time and energy. When you are always available, you appear less valuable. This is not cruelty. It is psychology. People respect what requires intention, not what is endlessly accessible. Stoicism teaches wise use of time. Not urgency, not busyness, but purpose. When you protect your time calmly, people adjust. Respect follows structure. Part 9. Seeking validation quietly repels respect. Approval seeking is often invisible, but it is felt. When your tone asks, "Do you agree? Did I do well? Am I okay?" People sense the dependency. Stoics warned against outsourcing self-worth, because dependence weakens presence. Confidence is not arrogance. It is self-anchored calm. When you no longer need affirmation, people offer respect freely. Part 10. Why being too agreeable lowers status. Agreeableness without discernment signals fear of conflict. Psychology shows that people respect those who can disagree without hostility. Stoics valued rational disagreement. Truth over comfort. Clarity over harmony. You can be calm and still say no. You can be respectful and still stand firm. When you never disagree, people stop listening. Part 11. Why respect is often delayed. Sometimes you change internally, but perception lags. People need time to update their mental image of you. This is normal. Stoicism teaches patience with outcomes. Focus on action, not recognition. Consistency over time reshapes respect. Do not perform strength. Live it. Part 12. How to rebuild respect without confrontation. You do not need dramatic speeches. You need behavioral shifts. Speak slower. Say less. Pause more. Hold eye contact. End conversations where necessary. Stop justifying. Honor your limits. Psychology responds to behavior, not explanation. Stoicism responds to discipline, not emotion. Part 13. Respect starts when approval ends. The paradox is simple. The moment you stop chasing respect, you become respectable. Not because you withdraw, but because you stand. You become someone who can be trusted with themselves. People respect self-command. Closing. If people do not respect you, it does not mean you are broken. It means your signals need alignment. Respect is not force. It is coherence. When your actions match your values. When your boundaries match your words. When your calm matches your confidence. Respect appears naturally. Stoicism does not ask you to dominate. It asks you to govern yourself. And in a world full of reaction and noise, self-governance is rare. Rare things are respected.